Hey guys, what's up? Bisectatron here from OneHive Gazette, here with the next war recap video, and this is the one that was against war whales. If you guys watched the last video, you saw how it ended, and it did not go our way, 82 to 80. Good job to war whales. We definitely wanted to win this war. There were a lot of former OHG members on the other side, and we wanted to kind of assert ourselves as the dominant clan in this war, but it didn't quite happen. It was still a fairly close war. Just going through the bases real quick. They did a pretty good job. I mean, our Town Hall 9s were 3-starred. I don't think they used many dip attacks, if any. They got our Town Hall 9s taken care of pretty easily. Compared to what we see nowadays, and then left a few Town Hall 10s, but that's pretty much expected nowadays. We're seeing a lot of Town Hall 10s left up in these wars, and then couldn't quite get that one Town Hall 11. We did the same on their Town Hall 11s. The difference was the Town Hall 10s had 2 fewer 3-stars. We're able to get all the Town Hall 9s cleaned up, but really the story for us, I think, was having to use so many dip attacks. We had to use, I don't want to throw a number out because I can't estimate it, but if I had to say, maybe like 5 or 6 dip attacks on these Town Hall 9s, and that really hindered us because it made attacks very scarce. So I think given what we had, our heavy hitters did a pretty good job, our Town Hall 10s, Town Hall 11s, and working with what they had and keeping it pretty close to the end of the war. I had a pretty bad war. I think a few other people did as well, and it happens, but we'll look to move forward, and hopefully we can bounce back next week. We still have, I think we're 1-2 now, but we still have quite a while before we have to worry about, the tournament coming up. I believe the regular season is pretty long, so we can still bounce back next week. Let's take a look at a few attacks. The first one by Black Ice, and I want to show some of these Town Hall 10 v Town Hall 11 2-stars because these are crucial, and we're seeing better and better Town Hall 11 bases these days. The OneHive war, they had a lot of great Town Hall 11 bases, and then War Whales had some solid ones as well. So this is becoming a very important skill for a Town Hall 10 to develop, and we actually have a few, or at least one Town Hall 10 I can think of off the top of my head, who really specialize in this, and that's what they kind of do. They're looking to use both their attacks to 2-star these Town Hall 11s, which is a good thing because you want to get those people to be able to specialize, so that way you have some reliable, we'll fast forward a little bit for that golem to go down, so that way you have a reliable source of those 2-stars because they're so important in these wars, and we're seeing consistently not all the Town Hall 11s be 2-starred. Some of the bases are difficult. I might make a video on how to make a good Town Hall 11 2-star base, just a quick one because I can't give that much advice. I'm not a Town Hall 11 myself, but having attacked those bases and seen them in war, I can give some tips. So let me know if you want to see that video. I'm thinking about doing it, just some of the basics for a Town Hall 11 anti-2-star base. But yeah, anyway, comes in with the Queen Walk on one side, the King and the Golem and the Bowlers on the other, and the Valks up the gut. That's typically what we see for these 2-star strategies. That and Dragons, so those are the two main things you're defending against when you're building a Town Hall 11 base, and Black Ice did a good job with the funneling. The Valks went straight in, got the Town Hall, even though it's pretty isolated in that middle compartment, and then he gets a few more buildings, which will get him up to about 50% before everything goes down. Almost gets that Eagle, but not quite. Not that it matters that much. His troops are pretty much dying out anyway, but he has the 50% secured, and I think he'll go up to about 53, 54 before his Queen goes down, and that's it. So nice attack to Black Ice. We'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit as the Queen goes down, and yeah, 57%, very solid for a Town Hall 10. All right, let's move along. I do have a Town Hall 10 v Town Hall 10 3-star to show. I want to show one dip attack first, and I wouldn't show them if they were, an easy thing to do, but it seems like both sides in pretty much every war we see fails. Sometimes half of these are fails, sometimes more. We've had fewer than half of these go for 3-stars, so it's not easy by any standard, especially with miners being pretty much not usable at Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, and maybe you can use them at Town Hall 11, I'm not sure. Even those level 4 miners aren't nearly as effective as they used to be, so because of that, we're not seeing the consistency that we used to see, and dip attacks have been, nerfed as well. Not the easiest thing to do. Having trouble talking tonight. But anyway, I wanted to show this attack not only because it was a solid example of a good dip attack, but also this plan I think could have worked for a Town Hall 10. That's how good it was. Right here, he's just using the queen. You have the exact same level 40 queen if you're max Town Hall 10, so nothing a 10 couldn't do at this point. All that he has, I guess, is the max troops, being the Lava Hound, the Bowlers, the Balloons, that stuff, and the Warden, obviously, which makes a huge difference. But still, this is a really good plan. I think it might have been able to work for a Town Hall 10. You can see coming in here with the Queen, gets the air defense taken out. As soon as those CC troops go down, drops the Rage to keep the Queen up. And then on the other side comes in with a few Bowlers, the King and the Warden. Just to bite off a big chunk of this base, get the Inferno, get the Queen, other important things. I think he gets that air defense as well, which is also important, going down to, I think, just one air defense and then the Inferno Tower left up, which is pretty easy, especially when you have 2 Lava Hounds, a ton of Balloons, a Freeze, a Rage, a Haste. He had so much left over. So assuming he had got the same value from his kill squad, I don't think he needs those level 7 Balloons or level 4 Lava Hounds. Nice Freeze, maybe a tad early, because it does wear off relatively quickly, and they have to deal with the Inferno. But besides that, getting in there, getting those Teslas, the Inferno, the Rage definitely helps, and that Lava Hound still tanking, ton of Balloons left up, has all 3 of his heroes, healers, everything. So great job to, this is Boz, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is someone else's account or what it is, but either way, great attack. Has a haste and 2 wall breakers to swag. Nice stuff there. We'll go ahead and take a look at that Town Hall 10 v Town Hall 10 3-star, then have a few nice Town Hall 9 attacks to show. So, this was huge, really breaking the ice for us at Town Hall 10. I mean, we've struggled a lot, and this was a crucial point in the war, pulling off this 3-star. It gave us a lot of momentum, and we were down for a while. It looked pretty bad. Then we kind of bounced back with about between 1 and 2 hours left, I think, and we couldn't quite finish it off to get fully back into it, so they ended up winning by 2 stars. But this was a huge turning point, I think, and it definitely gave us a lot of momentum. Real nice attack, because this base, you know, it does have lower level point defense, but it has the level 2 Infernos, the max heroes, and those max air defenses, and this is an air attack, so not the easiest base to 3-star by any means. Any Town Hall 10 base, regardless of what level it is, as long as it has those Infernos, really is hard to 3-star these days. So comes in here with the typical kill squad you see for these, what's it called? Bolaloon, whatever you call it. Getting in here, getting some air defenses, getting the Inferno Tower. There is that one air defense up that he might have been able to get had his troops gotten a little bit deeper, but that Lava Hound is going to halt the Queen, and because of that, there's 2 air defenses left up. Quite a few, you know, archer towers, that kind of stuff, but you can see pretty much everything's kind of congregated around those air defenses. So the Lava Hounds, he has 3 of those, will be tanking. There goes the level, yeah, these are all level 3. I think he brought Bowlers in his clan castle or something. So there goes the Lava Hound, the first one. It'll go down pretty much immediately due to all the traps and damage coming at it, but the second one's right there to pick up where the first one left off. Has the hastes to keep everything moving, and really those, I think it helps that everything is mainly Town Hall 9 level, especially, you know, for the balloons that are getting targeted where the Lava Hounds aren't tanking. Good freeze, gets that air defense and the Inferno. That's huge, and when you're building a base, you want to try to keep those air defenses a little farther away from your Infernos. Don't let them get the great value on that freeze, especially because this strategy is so popular right now for 3-star attempts at Town Hall 10. Got a little bit close here, actually. You can see that Lava Hound's going to delay that expo for a while. Yeah, trying to think of the name. Going to delay that expo for a while, but it will pop, and that won't quite kill the expo either. So he needs that balloon crash. Boom, there it goes. Takes out that expo. From now, it's a race against the clock. I saw this one live, actually, and it was pretty darn close. I think about 6 to 8 seconds were left on the clock when he got that last Dark Spell Factory. So nice attack to Filio, very crucial. Really gave us some momentum. And let's move on to some Town Hall 9 action. Okay, what is this? 19, I think? Yeah, 19. Alright, This was in this strategy, by the way, we saw a ton of this. I don't know what you call it. There's an acronym that people use, but I can never seem to think of it off the top of my head. So it has the P.E.K.K.A.s, the Valks, the healers, and the bowlers, and the CC typically has those 4 rages just to pretty much rage up everything, because the power of this strategy is keeping your troops together, and you'll see how it ends up working here in a few moments. But that's a good place to start the queen walk. Just get in there, get those heroes. Doesn't even need that rage probably, because it was just the heroes pretty much, and they were under poison anyway. So typically you don't need that. But goes ahead and drops it anyway, no big deal. The queen, I'm not sure which direction she was supposed to go. I assume he wanted her to go the way she did go, but no way to know for sure. Anyway, though, she's going to make her way over to the left here, taking out defenses. Now she can't reach that air defense, so that's going to be an issue. It'll take out a few of the healers, but by then she's already gotten some great value. The CC troops come out, takes out that archer tower. He will need to use the ability, though, because the baby dragon, the wizards, if there's a CC like that has at least a baby dragon or some Valks or something, you can pretty much count on having to use that ability. But here come the P.E.K.K.A.s, here come the healers on those P.E.K.K.A.s. The first one will go down, doesn't get the love from those healers, but the next one is being healed along with the king. The healers are starting to drop to that air defense, but as soon as those troops enter the base, they'll take out that air defense and preserve, I think, like one of those healers, or maybe it'll go down. Nope, it's still up, barely, but it's up. Or no, it goes down actually. So anyway, still has like 3 healers though, from the other part of the attack because he brought so many. And look at that, everything's bunched up. That's exactly what you want. You want those healers to do the splash heal on all those troops, and then they step up into that rage after the main troops go through it. Valks, bowlers, heroes, everything just all at once. Moving through the base, doesn't really matter where they go, but he does drop a few wizards on the outside to keep things inside the base. Better they target defenses than the trash buildings. They do kind of break out on the outside, but by then, there's like no troops left up. That was a nice baby dragon we kind of missed. He dropped that down for a few defenses. Some nice touch there. Just 2 cannons. We'll go ahead and go ×4 as they take out that last cannon. Awesome attack. This strategy was used so much. Been working very well for a lot of different people. So yeah. Let's see what we got. 2 more, I think. We got 21. This is Nev, and another nice attack here. And this isn't a strategy that we've kind of been seeing after the poison spell buff, or not the poison spell buff, the skeleton spell buff, because it enables you to not have to worry about the defensive queen as much. Those 2 balloons didn't quite do a whole lot, but it was important because guess what he's testing for? The CC. He's going in there to lure out any air targeting CC troops. He drops those balloons because, if there's a golem, a lava hound, he doesn't even want that to come out. It'll just be an issue for his heroes, because his heroes are never going to go in range of the CC. So that's something you want to look for when you're attacking a base. If you think you can do an air attack on it, especially like a 3 or 4 lava hounds attack, kind of a mass air attack, if that CC is offset, don't even worry about attacking it. You can just ignore it, drop a few balloons, make sure there's nothing air targeting in there, and if there is, your heroes can deal with it. If not, just ignore it. And you might think, okay, well, what if the queen's near there? You have to take out the queen, don't you? Well, not necessarily. You don't have to take the queen out with your heroes. You can use your heroes on the other side of the base to take out an air defense like Nev did. Then as your balloons, as your lava hounds make their way towards the queen, when the time is right, drop down that poison spell. Don't drop it down at the beginning, because that way all the defenses will be targeting the skeletons. Drop it down as the balloons, as the lava hounds are making their way over. That way everything's distracted, so the skeletons can kind of slip in there, as they do right here. Also has the nice poison to keep the queen a little bit slower, so she can't react to those skellies. The lava pups help out, along with the skeletons, take out the queen, so doesn't even have to worry about them at the beginning of the attack like you would traditionally. And his queen somehow resurrected. I don't know how it happened. She's still alive somehow, some way, and she helps with cleanup as well, assuming she doesn't hit a small bomb on the outside of the base. So yeah, nice stuff to Nev. Like I said, this strategy has really been taken off. If that CC is offset, drop a balloon or 2. Make sure there's no wizards or baby dragons that will hurt your balloons. And if you're all good to go ahead and just send those air troops in and crush the base. That Skelly spell is very effective for taking out the queen. All right, last attack. What do we got? 27. This was Crazy Spitz. Crazy Spitz. Kind of a nice traditional, I think, a stoned hobo attack. So always nice to see. Dropping down to 3 golems. Wizards has the poison for the queen, which I like. He dropped that down early. There's so much damage in that area. That first golem already busted. So definitely try to reduce that. You can see right there kind of a wall breaker fail. You gotta drop a test wall breaker, then wait and let it go off if there is a small bomb. But I think he had a few extra wall breakers for something, maybe just brought a lot. I guess he was expecting the fail because he had like 2 extra even after the first wave. So it gets into the base, has the jump, has the rage. The king goes down relatively early, which is not a good sign typically, but the level 30 queen, the golems are tanking, and the bowlers under rage can do quite a bit of damage to the base, and I'm not zooming out quick enough. Sorry about that. The hogs making their way on in. I think there is a double giant bomb spot. No, there is not. It looked like there might be one, but no. No double giant bomb. The hogs are still moving. Is there one here? Yep, there it is. But doesn't kill them all, and that heal gets them back up. So that's the thing. If you want to have a double giant bomb spot, I think you're going to typically want to have a few like small or regular sized bombs, however you look at it, around there to do an extra 42 damage to those hogs, because that'll typically do it. You know, have 2 bombs there just for good measure. That can take out a group of hogs. Put a few wizard towers around there as well, because you don't want to have a double giant bomb set and the hogs not die, because that way it's like a single bomb, because you can still heal your hogs through it. So really, it's not getting a whole lot of value if they're together unless they actually kill the hogs, if that makes sense. So anyway, Crazy Spitz took the base out pretty handily. Nice attack there. That's going to do it for this war recap, guys. Hope you liked it. We had some fun in this war for sure. Not always the funnest thing to lose, but it's it's a good experience either way. And we're just trying to have some fun playing this game, even though we do get a little wound up sometimes. So like I said, good job to War Whales. They, had a solid war, especially on the Town Hall 9s. Did a great job. You know what? We're going to bounce back next week. I promise we'll get a win. I don't even know who we're facing, but I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to bounce back and crush it. Not sure if I'll be in the war. I am pretty busy coming up, so that might affect if I'm in the war, as well as some of the videos on the channel. So just make sure that you, if you don't see me uploading as often, it's just because I'm a little bit busy. So thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Sectatron out.